Ms. Stevens, how are you feeling?
I'm okay.
I'm hoping that everything is going okay and that you're doing well, okay?
I'm good.
We will go on the record in the matter 25 CF 133, State of Wisconsin versus Simone Stevens. The state appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. Ms. Stevens appears by video conferencing with authority or permission of the court. We have her counsel Joel Feliski in person. We're set today in this matter for a preliminary hearing. Mr. Feliski, is this matter appearing as or proceeding as such?
Thank you, Your Honor. I did discuss this with Ms. Stevens, and at this time we are comfortable with waiving the preliminary hearing. Regrettably, Your Honor, I did send over a document, a waiver form for her to review and sign. I did review it with her over the phone. However, I have not received a signed copy back. I apologize, but I do believe she understands her rights here and what she would be giving up in waiving the hearing.
All right. So this is a waiver.
That is correct.
And did you say you had the form or no form?
I had reviewed it with her and sent over for her signature.
That's
however,
right. Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to read and do this and hear you at the same time, but I appreciate that. Thank you, Mr. Feliski. All right, Ms. Stevens, I'm going to have to go over a couple things with you. Your attorney went over what's called a waiver of preliminary rights form. Do you understand you have the right to a preliminary hearing?
Yes.
And you understand that the state has the burden to prove a felony was probably committed by you?
Yes.
You understand that if you waive your right to a preliminary hearing, that means you are agreeing that the state can at least meet that burden?
Yes.
You understand at a preliminary hearing, your attorney would be able to ask questions of the state's witnesses, call witnesses to testify for you. He would also be able to produce evidence on your behalf or possibly discover things about the case, which could include defenses. But you're giving up those rights today?
Amanda. Yeah, no.
Do you understand at a preliminary hearing that if the state does not meet its burden, that I could amend the felonies to misdemeanors or dismiss them altogether, but you're giving up that right today?
She's not available right this moment. Does she have a phone number to call you back?
Is there a place where you can go where that's a little bit more private, because we're getting a lot of talking?
This is the best we're gonna get.
She's done talking. Yeah, this is the best I can get. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Because we are in a court hearing, and so you shouldn't be eating, and we are in a court hearing and there shouldn't be other talking, because we're literally in a court hearing for a very serious matter. Okay?
Okay. I'm sorry.
All right. That's okay. We're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen, but do you understand everything that we went over already?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And do you understand that, again, if the state doesn't meet its burden for the felonies, I could amend them to misdemeanors or dismiss them altogether, but you would be giving up that right today?
Yes.
And do you understand that once you give up the right, it's forever and you cannot get it back?
Yes.
Has anyone made any threats or any promises to you for you to waive your right to a preliminary hearing?
No.
You're doing so freely and intelligently, telling the court you fully understand what you're doing?
Yes.
And voluntarily?
Yes.
I'll find that you're competent, you're freely, intelligently, and voluntarily waiving your right to a preliminary hearing. I will find probable cause and bind the matter over. Information, Mr. Schmidt.
I filed the information, it mirrors the criminal complaint.
Proceed with arraignment or set for another date?
I'm comfortable with proceeding, Your Honor. I trust that based on my review and the information mirroring the complaint, that Ms. Stevens understands the charges here and the maximum penalties, will waive formal reading and enter in pleas of not guilty. I will also let the court know at this time that there was an offer made contingent on waiver of the prelim for a plea to possession of methamphetamine, a joint recommendation by the parties for a 2 years probation, a stated imposed sentence of 9 months in jail, court costs, along with AODA and follow through. It's my understanding that Ms. Stevens does wish to accept that offer, so I believe we can get a plea and sentencing hearing scheduled as soon as practical.
If I set it where she's going to be by video, I'm okay with that. I just need to make sure that they understand that this is a serious court hearing that she's charged with felonies. And so it just needs to be quiet, no eating, no drinking, no. Okay.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Okay. So Ms. Stevens, if I'm setting this, you can appear by video, but I understand the circumstances and where you are. And sometimes it's hard and you can't control it because you're just there in that treatment facility. But for the plea and sentencing, you're going to need to make sure that it's in a place that can be quiet and you can concentrate, because this is serious. This is your life on the line.
Right. Yes, I understand that.
Okay, I could do something as early as the 17th, 18th, or 17th, 18th, or 20th.
The 17th will work, Your Honor.
9:45 on the 17th of November. All right, 9:45, 17th of November, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you.